Hey guys, it's your Coppernosis with another video. This one's really cool. I love it. I guess I should say trigger warning, probably. I love it. Okay, so I had no internet for a minute, so I asked my neighbor, can I borrow some videos? And he's like, sure, I'm going to give you this old Ripley's Believe It or Not set I have, so you can watch for hours. I'm like, yeah, it's like hours and hours of Ripley's Believe It or Not with Jack Palance back in the 80s. And I would have been watching TV back in the 80s, and I was like, sure, I'll watch it. So I'm watching, and I see all this stuff that now I would consider fake, not believe it, that they were promoting on this show. It was totally classic, right? So I am going to show you a quick little video, but this particular video, because I believe a lot of stuff is hoaxes, and I think it's pretty easy to prove, so I'm going to show this one video. It's like I'm going to show you, and we're going to talk about it afterwards, because I couldn't frickin' believe it when I saw this. This is like my favorite. The show, it's like 4 videos with 4 different sections on each one, and there's just so much information. It's amazing. All around the world. It's like trippy stuff, you know? It's Believe It or Not, right? So I'm watching this one, and I see how they pre-program us. So I'm going to show some of this video. I'm hoping it'll work out like the way exactly I want to, but, you know, give a girl a break, right? So I have it on my Mac here. This video I'm going to show you. Hold on, I'm turning it. And here's my Mac. So we're going to start the video.
The city is not under attack. Despite appearances, it is being improved.
Okay, explosions all over the place. They're talking about explosives and...
Instead of wrecking crews, explosions, planned very carefully, are being used increasingly to help renovate American cities by clearing away old and abandoned buildings.
Oh, and here's the guy.
Loiseau of Phoenix, Maryland,
Mr. Loiseau.
is the quiet master planner of most of the explosive but beneficial destruction.
Okay.
He is the inventor of a technique he calls controlled demolition.
Oh my. Okay, so there's Mr. Loiseau, I think that was his name, Jack, and he, him and his sons started this. They have this company, you know. So it's pretty cool, right? So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, man. It looks an awful lot like 9/11 blowing up to me, but I was like, well, you know. But it's just controlled demolition, no bigs, right? Joe Biggs, right? So just this nice controlled demolition, just chilling. I'm like, okay, wow, that's kind of cool. Like, you know, there's just this little family could just do all these buildings all over the world, right? So I'm watching. But, okay, it goes on, right? So I'm fast forwarding it to this one spot right now. But, okay, so, I mean, okay, most of us have seen this stuff going all around the country, right? We've seen the buildings that get blown up. If you live in certain, you know, cities, they blow up old buildings, right? They blow up the old buildings, get rid of them for the new buildings, right? And this guy was, you know, doing it in the 80s, right? Blowing up buildings, getting rid of the old ones, putting in new ones. So they're showing more stuff about the building, but I don't know how much I could show, so I'm just kind of like, they're just talking about making the holes and the precision and how precise they can make it. They can make them just fold up on themselves. They can make it so exact. They only use a few little pieces of cardboard, really, to, like, make sure all this stuff doesn't blow too far away. It's amazing, right? It's like, what? Really? So, you know, so they're blowing up buildings. I mean, we've seen them, right? Okay, so we go on to the end. I'm kind of fast forwarding to the end when they show us the different things that they can blow up. So it's pretty interesting, actually. It's like, what? The different things you can blow up. You know, like, that's pretty fucking cool, you know? So, okay, I'm going to show you. They have bridges and buildings and everything they blow up. So, and you'll probably recognize some of them. So I'm going to put the video back. Hold on. They're just congratulating each other. That one looked like the biggest one to me. I don't know, or one in Hawaii. So there's the bridges, right? Some bridges they blew up. Yeah, some bridges. Very interesting. I think it's totally cool, right? I'm like, wow. Like, those look like... And then this little Chinese guy talks about fireworks.
Used gunpowder not to make weapons, but to make firecrackers.
Oh, yeah, okay. Believe it or not. Then, the next scene, they have this. Whoa, whoa, what was that? Anybody recognize these particular buildings? You see these? You see those guys? So the next part of this video, or the video that they show, is about jump roping in New York City, right? Did you happen to notice the building? So you see how it worked? So first they had all those explosions. First before that, when they were talking about fireworks being used for like fireworks, and then they talk about the controlled demolition. I show you the buildings building up, and then I show you all the blowing up around the world. And then they had the little in between part. If you used to watch Ripley's Believe It or Not, it was like they'd show a little like cartoon about like, you know, what they're talking about. So they're talking about the fireworks, how they used to, you know, use them for fireworks and not for destruction. And then the next thing they show, they skip to New York City. This is in 1982. The first buildings you see are the Twin Towers. They go on to talk about jump roping. It's the next episode is about jump roping. I almost took a dump in my pants when I saw this. I could not believe it. I was like, if that isn't a hint of how they pre-program our mind to accept stuff, nothing is. I can't wait to make this video. I got these tapes a while back. I even returned them and got them again because I was like, I have to make a video, but I don't, I'm not ready to make it yet. I don't love it. It just is another example of how I was pre-programmed, but it's like I couldn't believe how perfect of an example of how they pre-program our minds to accept that. They start off with, don't worry, the city's not under attack. You hear it in my video, it says, don't worry, the city's not under attack. And then they talk about how we just use explosives to clear it out. Yeah. Plus I believe that like a bunch of the buildings that were there, like I've been there way before they ever told us they were there. All these architects that made these buildings, it's all like this fake thing. But the best part was look at it, blah, blah, blah. This guy with 2 kids, with his sons, they run this company, they go around the country blowing up buildings. They can make them fold in onto himself. I mean, I didn't show you like all the stuff that because I don't, I mean, you can see blowing, blah, 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 blah. I mean, how much do you need? But then the first thing they show is the Twin Towers. The next episode wasn't about blowing stuff up. Don't get me wrong. It was about jump roping or something. I thought it was about like this guy that made, but I didn't go on watching it because I hadn't seen it for a while. But they talk about, something about jump roping in New York City. So when they flash to New York City and they start talking about something else. But the first buildings they show after everything got blown up and they talked about how the city's not under attack and all this stuff are the Twin Towers. Okay? You guys get it? If that's not a trigger to you, it triggered me. You got a trigger. I mean, come on, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, come on, right? Copper knows this. Woo! High-fiving it because I'm the... I love this video. I think it's so like, speaks for itself. I mean, come on. You don't feel a little pre-program? You don't? You don't feel a little, just tiny bit? A little bit, right? You should watch it. You should watch it. There's so much stuff in this. I mean, they do say believe it or not, but I mean, you don't have to believe. They were blowing up the buildings. I know people make it bad. I don't believe in 9/11. No, I do believe in 9/11. I do believe the building got blown up, just like the building got blown up in this. I've seen another thing that explains how they blew it up. And then, way before I saw this, and this one, they totally go into how they do it. I'm like, that's the exact same thing they said when they were talking about how they did it. I couldn't believe, total confirmation. But, of course, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I just thought that was so awesome. If you don't think it's awesome, I don't believe you. God. Well, we're going to go on the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to close this out. It's your copper gnosis. Peace and wholeness. Enjoy the day or evening. Bye.